This past fall should have been the greatest time in Cooper Dawson's life. A highly recruited defensive end, he was set to play his senior season at Hanahan. That all changed when he tore his ACL, which ended his season. Dawson tried to keep a positive attitude with help from a friend he made. Kingsley Feynman is a student at Hanahan who suffers from cerebral palsy. The two became close over the last few months, and today, on signing day, with the biggest decision of his life ahead of him, Dawson wanted Feynman at his side to share in this moment with him.
He taught me that the only disability is a bad attitude, and if he can come around every day with this big old smile on, I can do it just the same. So without further ado, I told Kingsley I'd announce it to him before I told anyone else. So I'm gonna tell him, and then I'll let him announce to y'all.
Woo! Ain't going to Syracuse.
That clip does not get old. Dawson chose Syracuse over Clemson, UCLA, and Central Florida. And for both Dawson and Feynman, this is a day they're going to remember for a very long time.
Going into the summer with the torn ACL, we had been hanging out all summer, and being able to go over there, and I've got a messed up leg. I'm going to miss my senior year, but he's got this cerebral palsy, and it affects him greatly, but he goes around with a positive attitude, so I figured if I can just resemble that, then it'll be all right.
It means a whole lot to me because I'm the injury, like he said, I'm the injury to him from the torn ACL, so I'm just glad to be a part of his day.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Dallas, where the Clemson Tigers are Cotton Bowl champions. We thought Clemson had a chance to pull away from this one early. They were double-digit favorites coming in, but that still didn't describe how dominating they were over a previously unbeaten Notre Dame, as Clemson was in control pretty much from the second quarter on. Check out highlights from here. But if you stayed up and watched this game last night, what happened? Who saw that coming? That was ridiculous. And if you didn't stay up and watch, you missed one of the most dominating championship game performances we have ever seen in the history of college football, as Clemson wins their second national title in the last 3 years, absolutely obliterating Alabama. 44-16 was the final score. And welcome back to Atlanta, the home of Super Bowl 53, where the New England Patriots winning their sixth championship all time, coming away with a 13-3 victory over the Los Angeles Rams. And one of the big plays for the Patriots coming away on Sunday night was former Gamecock Stephon Gilmore coming up with a huge interception late in the fourth quarter that would clinch the win for the Patriots as they take this one 13-3. For Gilmore, he said it's a play he's thought about for a long time. And welcome back to Charlotte, home of the 2019 NBA All-Star Game, and you can bet it is one that Chris Middleton will not be forgetting anytime soon. Not only was it his first foray into the All-Star Game, but he had one of the best games of any of the great 26 players who were on the court here in Charlotte tonight. Middleton had an extremely hot run in the first half as he would score 17 of his 20 points, including hitting 4 consecutive threes that got his team Giannis a big lead towards the end of the first half.
We're going to head out to Dallas. We have an update on that. Kevin Bilodeau standing by live there tonight. Kevin, what have you just learned?
Yeah, Lisa, welcome back to Dallas. We just got an email from Clemson Athletic Director Dan Radakovich just 10 minutes ago. I want to read this to you. This evening, Clemson Athletics received confirmation from the NCAA of the suspensions for tight end Braden Galloway, offensive lineman Zach Giglia, and defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence, all three of whom will be unavailable for the game against Notre Dame on Saturday. The athletic department will have no further comment on this evening as they consider all their options, including whether or not to appeal. So Dexter Lawrence, the All-American defensive tackle for the Tigers, will not be playing in that game against Notre Dame, the national semifinal coming up on Saturday. We heard from Lawrence earlier today. He said they were going to get these tests back earlier this afternoon. It just came down a couple minutes ago, as we said. So as of right now, unless the Tigers decide to appeal this decision, their All-American defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence will not be playing in the game against Notre Dame. We're going to have much more on this coming up at 9 o'clock on our 1-hour-long special, The Road to Victory, as me and Abby O'Brien will be live here in Dallas. Chris Obarski and Rob Way will be live in Charlotte with the Gamecocks. We'll see you then. Lisa?